So by now, you know the Airtable is exceptional for grazing management, but what might often get overlooked during the grazing planning phase is the available water capacity. Now, if you have like a river or a stream or a big tank or something, that doesn't matter. But if you have limited supply of water, then it's gonna matter how many cattle you put in there, especially towards later in the season when it gets dry and springs and stuff start drying up. So what I've done is I've created a calculator and Airtable that calculates just that. What I've done is in the pastures table, I have put a table here for water capacity total. So this one would just be an inventory for all the tanks in this pasture. If it's something like a big stream or something, I just put a big, huge number in here so it doesn't matter. And then same with like a refill rate or a regeneration rate, I just put 100 gallons a minute. But then you can see moving to that refill rate, gallons per minute, you know how quickly the tank refills. So then we have a daily water availability. So this is total gallons. And then this is a peak demand. Let me open this up a little bit. So peak demand availability. And you can see this tells you if the tank plus short-term refill, sorry, that just reloaded, plus short-term refill can handle a 2-hour drinking event. So let's say you're moving a bunch of cattle. They're all kind of bunched up. It's really hot. It's like 90 degrees. You get them into the new pasture, and then they hammer the water resource real hard. This calculation here tells you if that demand can be met. So the pasture is where we store the inventory. Then, so then we have the livestock inventory. This, let's let this page load up. Come on, Airtable. It's a little slow right now. Okay. All right, sorry about that. So this is where we have our inventory. So we have the weight of the cattle that come in, and we have the number of head. This is gonna help us in our calculations. And then where we do the actual water availability calculations is in the grazing plan table, the grazing records. So you can see what I've done here is based on the pasture, you can see this is a linked record here. And then I have a lookup field for daily water availability. And this just brings in the total water available that we've inventoried. So then what I did is I had ChatGPT help me create a formula where if daily water availability is greater than the daily water needs in gallons, give a check mark. If not, give a red X. So you can see that all of the water available checks. But then we also have the peak demand availability. So this is a lookup field that is being pulled in from the pastures. And then this is almost the same formula, except it's divided by 2 instead of 60. Or multiplied by 2 instead of 60. So this is going to tell us that what's available within that 2-hour constraint when the cattle move in and they just start hammering the resource. So you can see here that based on the number of head and their weight, because I'm using a 2% factor for water consumption, you can see that these pastures right here, I would probably have to look out for. So this lower bangtail and this canyon entrance, I would have to look out and just be aware, plan ahead for that water capacity. But you can see here that this gives you a nice visual cue of your water capacity, your water planning, and helps ensure that it gives you the comfort that when you plan a grazing rotation, that you know that the water demand will be met. So I have a Substack article about this. Check that out. If you like this, like the video, please share it, and just keep checking back for more videos. Thank you.